What's up, y'all? I'm out here playing some Dark Souls 2. You know what it do. But I'm also trying to transmit some words to the universe here, you know? First, I gotta talk to my main here real quick.
Bearer of the curse.
Yeah.
Seek souls.
Video game Bay comes first here, y'all. Maybe I'm capping. There's a couple others a bit better. I mean, you got the Demon Souls level up lady. I mean, she invites you to touch the demon inside of her. I mean, she gets points for the freakiness factor alone. And she's kind of curvy too. And then you got the blue-haired chick from Liza P, who I like too. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm not even getting ahead of myself. I'm getting distracted, and I'm not even a minute into this thing. What I want to talk about, y'all, is beef. Beef has been on the brain. Specifically, the beef between Kendrick and Drake. This beef has taken over my life the way it's probably taken over the rest of y'all's lives. And, you know, I'm sad that it's quote-unquote over. You know, I've been filling the void because there's a lack of tracks out right now. I've been filling the void with so many YouTube videos. You should see my recommendations. It's just Kendrick video, Kendrick video, Kendrick video. I shouldn't even just say it's, you know, Kendrick video. It's, yeah, I really appreciate what Drake has done too. Every, you know, great victor needs a worthy opponent, and Drake has really brought in this beef. I've really respected what he's brought to hip hop. To be honest with you, I am gonna say maybe some not so super positive things about Drake here, but I want to preface all of it just by saying, you know, I genuinely appreciate him for taking these shots, for being delusional enough to think he could top Kendrick Lamar in a beef, because it really brought some of the best diss tracks ever. You know, it ranks up there with some of my all-time favorites. And, you know, I would say one of my favorite subgenres of hip-hop is beef. Beef rap is one of the best. I just love the animosity, that fuels these tracks. Like, in this rank, these tracks rank up there with some of the best of all time, like No Vaseline and Ether. You know, you got some more underground cuts that I really like too, like you got Acknowledge by Master Ace, or you got Dollars and Cents by DJ Quick, and Calling Out Names by Corrupt is a good one I really like. If you're like 14 or otherwise somehow haven't heard of any of the songs I just said there, definitely check them out. And it's also nice that this beef, this beef hasn't escalated into any violence. I know that Drake's property is getting trespassed left and right, but you know, maybe that's just what comes with living in the embassy, with living in such a publicized castle. You know, it's gonna draw some unwanted attention, especially at a time like this. I don't really think that there's too much that's gonna come from that, hopefully. But you know, this really has been the best beef ever. I'm being totally honest with you. And what was at stake really made it the best beef, because this was the battle for hip hop's soul. You know, it's like, who is the current king of the rap game? That's kind of always been what propels, you know, the top artists in the games to beef. You know, Biggie and Tupac. The media kind of manufactured that one, but that was kind of what their beef was about, is who's the go, what's better, west. Fuck, god damn it. You know, it's like what's better, west or east coast. In this beef, it's like, you know, who's gonna be the GOAT, the fucking, I don't even know how to put it with Drake, because Drake doesn't make hip hop music. Drake isn't a rapper. Drake has always made pop music, and then he just has some hard songs, and he talks in some accents just to fucking, god damn it, I'm getting embarrassed here by the ride. Let me just run over here to heal real quick. But it's like, who will prevail for the top spot in hip-hop? Somebody who doesn't even rap, like Drake, or somebody who actually deserves that spot? Somebody who has released critically acclaimed album after critically acclaimed album, who is respected in the streets, who is respected left and right, who has a Pulitzer Prize, you know, who actually deserves all of the accolades that he gets, who doesn't just make the most cookie cutter, bottom of the barrel fucking music. God damn it, I'm getting fucking embarrassed by the rot in here. I gotta run over here. Oh my god. You've gotta be kidding me. He's gonna transition into the fucking bullshit Dark Blast? Oh my god. Nah, this is so embarrassing. Should I just start the video over? No, I can't do that. That would be some fake Drake shit. Drake would try to hide his mistakes. He would try to hide what's embarrassing him, and you can't live your life like that. You gotta... Oh, I'm getting poisoned by the statues, bro. Oh, and I'm getting invaded by Woodland Child Victor. Oh, Dark Souls 2. Okay, let's go. Can't use bonfire. Fine. Oh, got my heart kind of pounding here. I gotta fight this man off here. Let's go. I'm ready. Oh. Hey. Woodland Child Victor has been vanquished. Cool. All right. I'll take an effigy. All right. All things considered, that was kind of a win. All right. Let's get back into this fight. Let's get back on track too, because I have a lot I want to say actually. Something else that's been on my mind in regards to this beef is that I've heard some people on YouTube suggest, a lot of people suggest actually, maybe it's just the YouTube desire to be conspiracy theorists, but I've heard a lot of people theorize that this beef is, you know, manufactured. It's like not unlike the Biggie and Tupac beef. It's really been blown up by the media. That's true. I'm not going to deny that at all. But I mean, that's just going to happen when two high-profile musicians are going after it. Like, come on. But I've heard that, like, oh, both artists, if you go up their label chain, both artists are owned by Universal. They're owned by the same people. You know, this is all just some behind-the-scenes marketing stunts. Like, oh, Kendrick definitely has an album coming. This is all to promote his album. Like, come on. Like, how could Universal have thought that was a good idea to pit Drake, a not very respected artist for the entirety of his career? Some hip-hop communities have come around to Drake and, you know, begrudgingly maybe given him the respect that he does deserve. A lot of his songs are good. I'm not gonna sit out here and just totally hate. He has a lot of good people writing for him. He's at fucking goddamn it. I can't lose again. Can't lose again here. Whew. All right, just relax. But it's like, yeah, Drizzy. He's had so much success. But to think that Universal would want him to potentially undo it all, like, to risk that would be so stupid. Like, and that would just represent them totally misunderstanding the situation. It's like, Kendrick is so respected. If he gets the hip-hop community to turn against Drake, he's not going to get as many features. The best... come on. Let's go. The best producers aren't going to want to work with him. Let's go. Got him. And it's just like, why would they want to harm Drake's brand like that? It doesn't make any sense. It would signal a complete misunderstanding of the hip-hop community, and it would represent Universal's inability to recognize the talent gap between these two artists, you know? And not to mention, Drake has just always been a bitch, and he's just always been like the source of memes. He's been like, oh, Drake the type of nibba, you know? He's like just the source, the butt of so many jokes. Like, oh, please don't turn 18. You're so sexy, ha ha ha. And now, like, my main thing that I'm gonna remember from this beef, what's really been ingrained in my brain is, you know, that BBL Drizzy. You know, those yams deserve a trophy, bro. Speaking of yams, where's my main bitch at? Oh, there she is. She hiding with her cape blowing wistfully in the wind here.
And the curse are one and the same.
Okay, let's get it. I got
Your
some
soul has
skrill
grown
now.
stronger still.
Yeah, I'm growing stronger. I'm about to fucking
I only hope it brings
level
you
up
what you wish.
big time. I'm about to pull off a Kendrick, let's hide in the basement for 5 years and grow stronger. Let's get some no endurance. Let's level up my magical abilities. Let's get on some wizardry shit. Thanks, bitch. I really appreciate you. I mean, I shouldn't call her a bitch. She might not even be a chick, you know? Not like she's a dick or nothing, but it's like she was raised by dragons or something, bro. That's some deep Dark Souls 2 lore. I'm not gonna get too into it. All I'm saying is she was like raised by some dragons, ancient dragons, and her name's like Shanalot, and she's hiding a lot of stuff. All I've learned from Drizzy is that you can't look twice at these video game girls, bro. Maybe once, just to get a feel, but no, you can't look twice, because you look twice, you're gonna find something scaly going on underneath, something scary. Which, I mean, hey, if you're into that, if you're trying to, you know, if we're talking Shrek here, if you're trying to channel your inner donkey and tame that dragon, then, you know, by all means, man, take on the challenge. See if you got the right stuff. Ah, man, I can't upgrade anything out here. Maybe if I just buy some stones, you know? Let's get it popping. I guess what I'm trying to say is, always pursue with the entirety and the honesty of your heart that which you desire the most in this world. You want it, go get it, man. Like, unless you're like Drake, and what you want is teenagers, in which case, stay your freaky ass inside, fan. You know, roll yourself up like a fresh pack of za! Yeah, stay away from these people, bro. These young people deserve to grow and develop and listen to good hip-hop, be, you know, socialized and brought into the world by genuine, thought-provoking stuff, creative works that aren't just shallow and, you know, diluted. That's what my thesis of this video is. You know, I really need Kendrick to keep going in this beef. One, because I would love it. You know, this beef is giving me so much life. I'm out here, you know, talking for 10 minutes straight just about hip hop. And two, there's so much unresolved tension. Like, Drake can't get the last word in this beef. Like, the Heart Part 6 is such a type of track, you know? Hey, granted, I actually really like the beat on that track. I wish they would put that song on Spotify just so I could enjoy the first, like, 30 seconds of that song. The way the sample is like, can you prove it? And it just fades into the beat with the filter, and the beat is just really moody. It's like the only beat that could have fit the moment, you know? It needed to have some drama, some gravitas, but it also needed to be something that Drake could just, you know, defend his credibility on, defend his life on, basically. And that's really the only type of beat that I think could have risen to the task. And I actually really like it. I wish that maybe it's got some samples that, you know, are uncleared. Maybe the sample at the beginning is, you know, something is going on with that, although Drake has the money to pay anybody whatever they want to clear a sample. I'm thinking he doesn't have that song on Spotify just because, you know, for PR reasons, it's not good for him to, it's better for him to, like, officially stay silent on all of these allegations. Like, if he comes out and is dropping song after song like, hey, I don't diddle kids, you know, it's like the Always Sunny meme that, you know, that clip that everybody's been sharing. It's like, the number one way to make you think you're diddling these kids is keep on denying it to everybody, you know? And just the way that he was defending himself was so goofy throughout the track. In the end where he's just talking like, oh man, I think I won, I just gotta retire the pen here just to spare you, you know? I got I got the death blows, you don't want that, you got 10 more tracks, but we gotta just call it. Like, there's just something so goofy going on, man. Like, it can't end like this. Kendrick has to resolve the beef in some way. Like, just the animosity between the two individuals has grown and grown and grown, and it just hasn't been resolved in a meaningful way. But more importantly, hip-hop needs Drake to die. And I'm not talking about Aubrey Graham. Aubrey Graham could, live in his cell and get fucked up with Weinstein, for the rest of his life. But hip-hop needs the brand of Drake to die so that it can live. Otherwise, the game might continue down the path that really Drake has started way back in like 2010 or whatever Forever dropped. That was really the song where I started to hate Eminem and Lil Wayne, kind of, for that matter. And it was also the song where, like, for me personally, trap beats were just omnipresent. It just unavoidable by that point. You couldn't after that song, it just inspired a whole wave. And it also just inspired, like, the sensitive rap kind of wave. People wanted to be like Drake, and just generally his influence on hip-hop has been one that's fake. He's just a fake individual. I don't need to get into that. That's just not something that's really up for debate. What is good for hip-hop is Drake, whatever it takes, not being able to release any more music. That's the only way his influence, this shitty subgenre of just basic ass trap beats and shallow facade driven lyrics and dirty themes going towards young women and all this toxic energy, all this shit that is just diluting hip hop and poisoning the minds of its listeners. The only way that it can end, or it can take a back seat, because it's never going to end. Drake's influence and artists like him, that his niche, his style, hopefully it's not going to be the zeitgeist for much longer, but it'll always exist. And hip hop will probably be worse off for it, in my opinion, but I think that it can be saved. If we just continue to make fun of Drake, we just continue to tarnish his reputation and clown the man whenever we can, it'll dissuade other rappers from trying to be like him, just being fake, going for the money. And I really see Kendrick as the only rapper who can do this. Like, Pusha T absolutely destroyed the man with the story of Adidon. Just a lyrical blitz, just mean, and he exposed the man for being a deadbeat father. He literally bullied him into being a dad. It's hilarious, With other rappers, you couldn't do that. Like with Future, who apparently has 8 babies with 8 baby mamas. Like, nobody would be all like, Future, you are hiding a child. Future would be like, okay, do they want a Maybach or something? Like, what was that kid want? Like, I'll buy the kid some strippers and Percocets. Come on. But Drake, he's just always gonna hide these dirty secrets about him and still succeed, and that's just gross to me. It's just sad to me. His reputation must be tarnished, and it deserves to be tarnished, honestly. These villainous individuals in media on top of the world that develops all the content that we love. These individuals don't deserve to win. They don't have consumers' best interests in mind. They just want to make money, and we need that style of art to fade away, so that genuine, lyrical, creative, inspired hip-hop can survive. And I really feel like Kendrick is the only one who can do it, because if he just keeps dissing, if like all of his music in the future is just charged towards Drake, Drake won't be able to respond. He won't be able to say anything because he's a laughing stock. And I recognize that by doing that, it could cost Kendrick really the rest of his commercial career. Like, if it's true that the Universal, the master's at the top of the chain. I hate to put it that way, just because it's like these black artists shouldn't have these white masters who own them telling them what to do. Like, there's some really unfortunate allegories you can make here. I realize that there are powerful individuals at play here who have stopped Kendrick from saying anything now. Kendrick has gone radio silent for a reason. Like, how many stocks did he really have in stock? Like 5 plus 5? He got 10 tracks, dude? Like, come on. Drop the diss album, man. Like, I used to fantasize about this sort of thing. Like, man, I wish that I could just drop a whole... Like, I wouldn't even drop a diss track against the guy. I would drop the whole album, and Kendrick could do it. Kendrick obviously has the content. He's been doing it for years subliminally. Some of his shots really haven't even been that subliminal. Like, I would argue the whole song God off Damn is really, like, I remember Anthony Fantano like saying the song is so annoying and whatnot, but it's like, I think he did it on purpose to make fun of the 6 God, to be like, this is what God feel like. The freaky ass 69 God is out here just feeling fake as fuck and being wavy over this trap beat. I think it's a good song personally, and I really wish that Kendrick would drop this year just all these disses, please, but I guess I don't see it happening because he wouldn't risk his commercial career.
Bearer of the curse.
But I would like it. I think that would be amazing. Kendrick is really the only man who could end the man's career. Whether that's, finally sicking the feds on him, whether he's said enough that, he's going to face consequences for his legal actions, which I'm going to put it on the record, I don't think is going to happen. Look at Weinstein, look at Cosby, who everybody knows did all of the things they're accused of, and they're out now. It's like these powerful people just find a way to not pay the consequences for their slimy actions. And it's really well publicized and known that Drake is a scummy individual. I mean, he's probably too rich and influential to pay real consequences for any of his actions. But overwhelming public backlash can work. The court of public opinion has been the deciding factor in the past in these situations. A good example off the top of my head is Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, I haven't seen him in anything lately. Nothing, as far as I know, has been proven against the guy. Like, can we just cancel Drake, everybody? Like, if Kendrick won't do it for us, if Kendrick won't just eviscerate the man's character further, can we just stop blindly supporting this guy? And if he does drop music, like, please not have the overwhelming curiosity to investigate and see what Drake has to say. We just have to not care. We have to let Drake die. And that's basically all I gotta say, y'all. I appreciate you tuning in. Maybe I'll do another one of these if anything else develops in this beef, but for now, it's been great. I hope that you guys have enjoyed listening or watching, whatever you chose to do. And till next time, peace.